Stephen, the weather has an end of season feel about it, but there's one job left to do, and I'm sure you'll be trying to do that properly on Saturday.
Definitely, we will. We want to end the season on a positive note. We want to try and get 3 points from a game that we need to get 3 points in. We want to continue from last week's performance, which we felt we deserved 3 points from, but we only managed to get one. So that'll be the message. Come on, let's get out there and put in a performance that sends everybody home a little bit more positive.
Yes, it was a better performance last week and deservedly sort of stopped the losing run. But when you're at home on the last day, you always want to take it that one step further, don't you? And just send everybody home in a good mood.
Yeah, and a couple of our last results at home, we've come out of it on the wrong side of the results. So we want to put that right. We want to go into next season and really stamp our authority on our home performances. We've dropped too many points throughout the whole season here. So we don't want that to happen at the weekend. We're coming up against a good team who are well organised and won't make it easy for us, so we'll have to play well.
Goes out saying you've not been able to do exactly what you want in the closing week of the season just because of the number of bodies you've had missing. I know that'll be similar on Saturday, although there are a couple back at least.
Yeah, there'll be two back. We'll welcome George Johnston back to the squad. His partner had their young baby at the weekend, young Freddie, so congratulations to them. So he'll be back involved, and we've got Cogs back because he served his suspension. So yeah, we're 2 players stronger than what we were last week, which gives us, I think, 11 senior players, which is brilliant. So or 12 senior players, so that's great. But that gives another opportunity for the young lads who, when they played last weekend, were excellent. So maybe we'll see 1 or 2 of them as well. Yeah,
I was going to say, numbers-wise, that says there'll be some youngsters involved. I know you watched the B team in the final in midweek. That has been a nice plus point at the end of the season, that opportunities have been there and have largely been taken.
They have, yeah, and the young players have trained with us a lot since we've come to the club and never let themselves down, and the ones who have got opportunities in the team so far have done themselves no harm. I thought young Deschamps, when he came on last weekend, was excellent, and I spoke a lot about Sam Inwood. He was class for the whole game. But yeah, the youngster who come on the wing was good as well, showed composure, scored the goal the other night that won them the trophy, so he looks like he's playing with confidence, and maybe he'll feature at the weekend too.
I know that your focus initially when you came in would have been purely on trying to get in that top 6. I imagine it's changed a little bit, that mix of short and long term. Obviously a long term plan, and I'm sure the cogs are working already, and once Saturday is out the way you can really get that into top gear. I'm sure that's already happening, but where are you at with that in terms of early stages?
Kind of where you would expect us to be in the early stages. We're having the conversations, myself and Fergal, about what we think the squad looks like, areas where we feel we can strengthen and improve, and yeah, what we're trying to do. So he'll be having conversations with players, agents and whatnot. So you can't do anything officially yet because the window is still not open. But yeah, the conversations are ongoing, which is necessary. I think a lot of the teams will be doing the same thing. So yeah, we won't fall behind. We've got a clear idea of what we need for next season for us to do better and to improve and have a better chance of getting out of the league. Just
purely logistically, you'll sit down with the players next week, will you? In sort of there's a few out of contract, some not, and talk about where they stand and presumably just a little bit of assessment of how they perform this season and how you see them in the future.
Yeah, exactly that. We'll have a conversation with the lads who are out of contract and go from there. And then the ones who are here next year, they'll be getting a full kind of performance review from a medical team perspective and from a coaching team perspective. Will be bits of data and bits of information of what they've done and where we see them playing next year, and just having a conversation on how they found it and areas where we can help and make them improve and come back next year in a better place. So that's what we'll be doing early next week. We'll have a staff review on a Tuesday, and then, as I say, it's full steam ahead on sorting our squad out.
Because it never stops, does it? No. I'm sure you think about next season already and just trying to go that one step better.
No, it never stops. It's this is the life of a football coach, and this is what we love. So I'll get away for a couple of weeks with the family and switch off, or try to switch off for a little bit, but that never normally happens. So yeah, it'll be busy over the summer, which is necessary again to give us that best chance. So looking forward to the summer. I'm looking forward to getting back and get started next year as well.
Lastly, just as we alluded to at the start, one job to do first. Hopefully get a win on Saturday, and we'll say a little thank you to the fans at the end of the game. Nothing over the top, but again, I know you've been appreciative of the support that you've had and the team's had since you've been here.
Yeah, since I've been here, the fans have been brilliant. I think the support that we get up and down the country, not only at home, is outstanding. The the level of and the size and the stature of this club is not lost on anyone. So yeah, we want to put a performance in and go around the pitch and say thank you and say no, the season hasn't ended the way we all wanted it to or expected it to. But this is football, it happens. We won't be negative about it as a staff, and we need to make sure that we're ready and prepared to go better next year.